Hello and welcome to How to Make Your Innovative Idea a Reality in 13 Minutes. I'm Dave Dawes from Nurse First, and what I'm going to do is over the next 13 minutes I'm going to show you how you can take your idea and make it into reality. And the first thing I want to say is all types of innovation are valuable. Whether you're creating radical innovation, like the first person who created Coca-Cola, the first person who thought of putting fizzy bottled water and selling it to the public, that was quite a radical idea. Then there are incremental ideas, which is where you take an idea and you adapt it, the way Coca-Cola, for instance, has changed over the years, changing new recipes, new designs, etc. And equally, adaptive innovation, where you look at another idea and you go, we could do that too, we could do that here. All types of innovation are valuable, and what this video will show you is how to take any of those types of innovation and make them real. So the first thing is you start with your amazing idea. Well, actually, no, you don't. Because one of the biggest problems is you think you've got an amazing idea, but the reality is you probably haven't. What you've probably got is a WIBGI. And WIBGIs stand for, wouldn't it be a great idea if? And the problem with WIBGIs is they're basically just not very good ideas. They tend to be the thing you imagine, you think of, and you think, yeah, wouldn't that be good? And the problem with WIBGIs is they don't stand up to any kind of pressure. As soon as you put them under any form of scrutiny, any form of difficulty, the idea just evaporates. And WIBGIs are absolutely everywhere. Most of the ideas you will come across are other people's WIBGIs. They have a bit of an idea and they think, yep, great, and let's implement it. And the reality is, those ideas aren't particularly very good. What you want is a brilliant idea. And the thing about a brilliant idea is it will stand up to pressure and heat. And that's what we're going to show you how to generate. And the first thing is, you need to start off with a problem, which sounds really obvious. Of course you've got a problem. You've got an idea, you've got a problem. But most people can't articulate what the problem is that their idea is a solution to. So the way you can find this out is if you think you've got a problem and you want to find a really, really difficult problem, is ask yourself why repeatedly. Why is that an issue? Okay, well, why is that an issue? Okay, well, why did that happen? Okay, well, why? What's behind it? Why? Why? Keep asking why is a really powerful way of taking a problem and really getting to the nub of it. So let me give you a worked example. Let's say you think the paperwork in your team is poor. Why? Well, people don't spend long enough filling in care plans. Why? Well, they say they haven't got enough time. Why? Well, because the caseload has increased and there aren't enough staff. Why? Because more complex people are being discharged earlier. Now, do you see how that last problem is a much, much meatier, more difficult problem than just simply the paperwork in your team is poor? And what you're looking for is a big, hairy problem. Because once you've got a big, hairy problem, then everybody will see that's a big issue and something needs to be done about it. So, how do you generate the best idea you possibly can? Not the first idea, but your best idea. Well, you start off with your big, hairy problem. That's always the beginning point of this. And then what you do is you generate 50 ideas. And this is really important. You've got to generate lots and lots of ideas to deal with this problem. Because the thing about ideas is they're exactly the same as pancakes. If you've ever made a pancake, you'll know that the first pancake's a bit rubbish. There's a classic thing which is known as the first pancake problem. When you're making pancakes, the first pancake is a bit rubbish, and you need to get that out of the way to make a whole bunch of pancakes. But the best pancake you make is never the first pancake. So you need to get lots of pancakes out of the way, and then go, do you know which of these is the best? And one good way of doing it is get out of the workspace, have lunch with your colleagues, go to the pub, sit in a park, get into a library, get somewhere where you're just not trapped in the usual ways of thinking. Because what you need to do is think of creative, innovative ideas. And use triggers. Write down every idea you can, every idea the team members say. And if you get a bit stuck, try some of these questions as triggers. What about solutions involving technology? What about solutions that involve mobile staff? What about solutions that involve children in the solution? What about solutions that involve the elderly in solution? What about solutions that involve a pub? What about solutions that involve the gym? And it doesn't matter, as many different triggers as you can to get as many ideas written down as you possibly can. And laughter and humour are great stepping stones to ideas. If you're laughing, if you're giggling, if someone said a crazy thing, that's a really, really good stepping stone, because often that idea may not be great, but the idea it triggers will be. And then choose your very best idea. Not the first one, not the second one, not the one that's been done, but your very, very best idea. That's the end of part 1. What we're going to cover in part 2 is how to create a business case, how to demonstrate the financial impact of your solution, how to pitch for money and support, how to prototype, and how to evaluate your idea. Hope to see you soon.